What is up, chat? What is up? How's it hanging, everybody? Oh, let's get that off the screen. How's everybody hanging today? What's up, Jidge? What's up, Kander Udon? What up, D Cyber? Seeing the usuals in here. Goku Solo's true. How's everybody doing? What up, Dr. Strangle? What's up, Anime Master? Today, we're just gonna hang out, see where it goes. Just hang out. If anyone has any ideas, any questions, any videos to watch, let me know. Working on a lot of One Punch Man videos right now. We might work on one of the scripts on screen right now. I don't know. Not too sure. By the way, chat, how does it sound? How does the audio sound? How far does Homelander make it in the One Punch Man verse? He might be getting cooked up by Stinger. He's definitely losing to Deep Seeking. I'll tell you that. Master Chief versus the Disaster Curses. Master Chief. Just get lucky and win. Would like to see a reaction to some, I'm guessing that's Demon Slayer versus JJK videos. I don't really know anything about Demon Slayer Crossverse, so probably not the guy for that. What are your thoughts on Season 3 currently? Are we cooked? Is there a chance for hope? Look, I say, it's not that bad so far. The art style is still pretty okay. There are some fumbles, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Just gotta stay strong and believe. Just finished the One Punch Man manga. Where does Genos rank among the S-Class heroes? Is he stronger than Flashy Flash or Atomic Samurai? At full power, he's like top 4. But in his base form, it's hard to say. Maybe like Flashy Flash level, maybe. 13 Gorillas versus 40 Prime Mike Tysons. I think Mike Tyson got it. Have you seen To Be Hero X? No. I'm afraid I don't know what that is. What up, Sensei? $2 from D Cyber. First of all, thank you for the 2 D Cyber. By the way, chat, if we get $50 this stream, I'll upload a video tomorrow. All of the boys versus Rhino Wrestler. I mean, Rhino Wrestler might have that. Rhino Wrestler probably got that. As much as I hate to say it. But thank you for the 2. Like the boys, you should give Hero X a try. I'll be honest. I've been really busy. I've barely been watching new stuff. I just reread One Punch Man. But I haven't really been reading anything new, reading or watching anything new. I try to just go over, at this point, I try to like more stay up to date on the stuff I already know. And then there's a few things I want to read. Are you ever gonna make Bleach videos? Would love to hear your opinion. I might make a few. I'm not gonna get super duper into it, but I might do a few. Here's a question I still think doesn't make sense to this day. Did Blast actually bleed in the Elder Centipede fight? I think it's just like debris or dirt or maybe blood from Elder Centipede. I don't think he was actually bleeding. Hello, Lord Doofenshmirtz. Thank you for the 5D Cyber. All of the boys verse against the Phantom Troop. That one's closer. That might be the boys dub. Homelander might just be too powerful. Krollo probably has some win cons on him, but I think Homelander might just be a little too powerful for them. But 100 characters are a lot faster, so they might just cook them with speed. To be honest, use their hacks like Shalnark's Needle. Giants Group versus Soldier Boy and Homelander, but Trio has Queen Maeve level stats. Oh, you're nerfing them. You're nerfing them at that point, but I don't know if they're skilled. No, they get clapped. They get clapped. Homelander is way stronger than Maeve. Where do you scale Homelander? He's like town or large town level. I kind of got another video on that I'm working on. Hunter x Hunter character has the best drip? Bro, Crollo, easily. Crollo's always saucing it up. Always. Ooh. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 5. Much appreciated. I'm at work right now, so I can't watch the stream, but I'll probably watch it later. Limitless Six Eyes Goku versus Sukuna Possessed Vegeta. Sukuna got that. Sukuna got that because, okay, Goku with the 6 eyes is just stupid Gojo. And then Sukuna with Vegeta has almost all the same abilities as Goku, but he's got Sukuna in there. So he's like a mega super duper mega genius. So Sukuna Vegeta got that. Thank you again for the 5. What's the most conservative scale for Hunter x Hunter, and what's your most reasonable high end? Which character? Or like which group of characters? Oh, well, I'm guessing if you're talking about the top tiers, then conservative would be, I think, maybe town or large town level, and then the reasonable high ball would be like mountain level. I'm sure there's like bigger downplay, but Hey Jid, you're still in the stream, right? Do you remember that Hisoka video that someone was saying copied my video? Maybe we can react to that on stream. I can see if I can find it. I don't remember it though. Yeah, someone apparently stole my video. You should react to Hisoka actual chances of defeating the Phantom Troop. Ooh, just post that up in the DMs. Didn't realize Hunter x Hunter high tiers have hands like that. Pretty neat. They can mess up Jurassic Park for sure. Was that a debate? Was that a question in your head? That were you questioning, like, you know, the king of ants, the like guy busting up hills and mountains and shit versus a dinosaur? A Homelander with all the boy stats and abilities. Who is the strongest hero and monster he can beat? Thank you for the 5D cyber as always. Hmm. He's got a lot of abilities. The problem is the speed. He's just so slow. The boys' characters are like hypersonic. Sup, Womack? Ian Womack. Uh, mm, mm, This is tough. This is a tough question, I'm being honest. Okay, I think he can maybe deal with like the Deep Sea King tiers, like Deep Sea King, early versions of Prairie Prisoner, early versions of Genos. He is slow, actually, so he would actually be pretty okay. There are some statements that A-Train has lightning fast reflexes, so like he wouldn't be like completely trash, and then he's got a lot of abilities. So I think he could deal with Deep Seeking at that point. Do you have a prediction on how Gon can get his Nen back? Not really. I don't think... I'm not sure if he even will. I'm not sure if he even will at this point. Bama Prof, bro? Hold on. Guys, how many videos has Shattered uploaded this year? Hold up. How many videos has Shattered uploaded this year? Oh. Okay. So that's a grand total none. It's a grand total none. And he's over here calling me a bum. Yo, I did just realize you don't gotta go there. Just realized that the JJK movie is supposed to come out in Japan today. I need to re-upload the JJK students ranking pretty soon. I'll probably wait till it releases in the States, though. How strong would a hypothetical adult Killua be? Weaker than adult Gon, but stronger than all the other Zoldycks. Prof, he's already busy writing your Halo scripts? That's true. What is your opinion on the recent chapter of the One Punch Man webcomic? It's fire, as always. Oh, where do you stand on Saitama versus Fat Boo? Probably Saitama. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to really think about that one. Transform Kashimo versus Yuta, who wins? Kashimo. I have a question. Hisoka from current arc versus Ants, where he stops. He beats all of the officers and squadron leaders, and then he gets murdered by Pito. Shoot versus Kite. Who you got winning that? It's a good question. I got Shoot winning that. I think Shoot's got that in the bag. Wait, he beats Yubi? No. He loses to all the Royals. He gets annihilated. Rusty All Might versus Goketsu Rover and EC. I don't know All Might's AP. Sorry, Dole. Can Master Chief with no weapons survive in Jurassic Park world? Yes. He would punch those dinosaurs in the face and they die. It would be like the guy from Baki. He would be boxing with the dinosaurs. Find it crazy how controversial your Meruem versus Gon take is. It's because I feel like the thing with the Hunter x Hunter fandom is they're so set in their ways because there really aren't Hunter x Hunter power scalers the way there is for like Naruto or something. So they're just stuck in the past. They can't acknowledge anything new. Like any new thoughts, anything outside of the normal ways. All right, chat, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I gotta go plug my phone in. It's about to die. I'll be right back. Are we back, chat? We back. New chapter dropped a few days ago. New chapter for the webcomic dropped. I'm actually the webcomics been getting really cool with the way they're handling the S class. So I am probably gonna do an S class webcomic ranking soon, which will be a lot of fun. I know for sure Chief has better speed than the Jurassic Park World dinos. They get attacked by bullets and stuff like that, unfortunately. Super Soldier Man faster than Animal. Yeah, Nachi's got that. His armor is equipped with so much stuff. He's got his knives. He's got a grappling hook. He's got a shield. He can sense threats all around him. What's the best fight in Naruto? It's either Kakashi versus Obito, but I am incredibly biased because those are my two favorite characters. Or it's got to be one of the two Naruto versus Sasuke fights. Which one? I don't know. It's hard to say. How big of an amp is Postmortem Nen? We don't know the number, but it's pretty massive. We don't know the exact number though. The webcomic is still ongoing. I thought it ended or was dropped for the manga. Nope, still ongoing. Still its own story. Xenozoldyck above Crollo, mid to high difficulty. Nope. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid that's just not true. Crollo slams, man. Bug God versus G5. G5 got that. Fiction, what's the gap between Merrim and his Royal Guards in power? It's hard to put a number to it. But he's... It's really hard to put a number to it. He is so much stronger that he would probably never lose. Okay, he is not... Actually, okay. He isn't so much more powerful that it is literally impossible for the Royals to win. With their abilities, it is possible. However, very, very small chance. It's just, we don't really know the exact number. It's just pretty significant. Strongest monster or hero base Kabuto can beat. He can probably beat like the bottom ones, like Pig God, Tank Top Master, maybe. Puri Puri Prisoner, maybe. Postmortem then Hisoka versus all the Zodiacs. If you're talking at the same time, he's getting annihilated. But one-on-one, he probably beats all of them. I think even normal Hisoka could probably beat all of them. Adult Gon versus UP and Poof. Adult Gon. Way too powerful. He one-shots them both at full power, so... It was revealed that Crollo and Pre-Mortem, and then he was able to hold his own against Royal Guards and actually give them some trouble. Oh, if it was revealed that Crollo and Pre-Mortem, then Hisoka was able to hold his own. If, okay. Would it be in line with the story? Yes, it would. It just... There's just certain ways to... You would have to interpret it. Like, okay, it's pretty basic. I mean, Knuckle and Shoot and Morel are able to give the Royals trouble. The thing with the Royals is that because of their power, they don't really just instantly beat everyone. It's more so that they're this overwhelming wall that just can't be overcome. You know, you can't really damage them. You can't really overpower them. They're too smart. They're just a physical wall. Adult Gon doesn't like roll. Yeah, true. You stand on Hisoka over Jing? Not really, no. Royal Guard versus Meruem pre-Rose. He would probably still solo them, although it would be difficult. Moomin Rider versus the Deep. Unfortunately, the Deep do got that now. The Deep do got that. I think maybe if you were asking me in Season 2 or 3, that would be a debatable fight. But the Deep got that now. Hisoka versus Crollo. I got Hisoka winning that. Adult Gon does get cooked by Meruem, but more importantly, are you going to be making Gen V video? They absolutely sold my boy Sam in Season 2. Yeah, I have a video on Marie planned. Completely healthy Season 3 Invincible with his Rage Boost versus Alan the Alien. Probably Invincible. Invincible got that. Mark's got that, yeah. Adult Gon slams Meruem high difficulty, though Gon didn't use fully Adult Gon power. Oh, speaking of, how big do you think the gap between Thrag and Conquest in the show? Same as the comics? Probably. If maybe bigger. Well, I don't know. They seem to be more on the ball with Conquest in the show. Adult Gon slams Meruem high difficulty, though Gon didn't. Yeah, I agree. Where do you stand on EOS Allen versus Battle Beast? Battle Beast got that. It's pretty consistent that Allen is below the top tiers. How far does the deep go in Super Fight? I'm guessing you're talking about the one from One Punch Man. He would beat all of them except for Suiryu. They're all featless. I say we read Cypher S tier with Homelander was Cypher probably 100% is. Marie maybe not so much. There are some statements from Eric Kripke that imply she's not exactly 100% on that level, and probably closer to the Soldier Boy tier, give or take. How much stronger do you think? Oh. Also want me to hop in? Not right now, because my computer's already being pushed to the limit. So we're going to keep it as is for right now. Who you got? I'm not answering that. Please refrain from asking questions like that. Otherwise, you will get banned. How much stronger do you think pre-Rose Merom got since Pito ate a Bloodlusted attack from him? Oh, pre-Rose Meruem is like an entire tier above base Meruem. So insane difference. Again, it's hard to put into numbers with Hunter x Hunter because of how vague it is. Because nobody fights each other. But he's an entire tier above what he used to be. Yeah, Raul, please do refrain from asking religious questions. How's he below the top tiers? He was already above Omni-Man and give him time to evolve and get stronger. Not saying he wins, just that it should be close. We don't really know how much his second evolution amped him. He is probably really tanky because it's implied that the second evolution was more so his armor, less so about power level. But you know, Thrag blitzes him during the Viltrumite War. It's stated like a bunch of times that he would destroy Allen after that too, and Allen is just like, well, okay, you're right, but I've got this on my side. Yeah, Eric Kripke kind of just says that he doesn't think she's the one to defeat Homelander, at least at this point. And it's more so an experience thing. So she has the power, she just lacks the experience. I mean, that since it was stated Merom gets stronger from eating the end users, how much stronger did he get? Oh, but he didn't really eat. He only ate the one end user, though, I think. Maybe he could have eaten more. But it's hard to say exactly. Allen wasn't really boxing with Invincible. I'd have to reread to be sure, though. Who versus pre-post-mortem then Hisoka? What's the difference? The only difference is Hisoka lasts a little bit longer, but he still loses. He does still get destroyed. Okay, it was an MMA question. Oh, maybe phrase it a little better next time. It seemed like you were just asking me which religion is better. Do you think Marie has more potential than Homelander? Yes. Hey, keep in mind my goat Morel was able to 1v1 poof and win at 30% of his aura and being super tired. Um, he was gonna stalemate him, but there was no situation where he wins that. The Royal Guards are characters capable of taking Netero to a high extreme diff. Hisoka isn't there yet. True. Basically, yeah. Doesn't Saradnik have top 1 in Hunter x Hunter potential? So far, probably. He learns Nen so much faster than anyone else. However, the Chimera Ants might be different. Napoof literally says he was 10% resigned to the outcome where you'd kill me. Well, okay. Yeah, you're right. I did forget, but that is only because he was nerfing himself, to be fair. But you are right. You're technically right. Wait, since Gon survives this contract, does he keep his stats? Technically got the Hisoka treatment. No. He doesn't even have Nen anymore. Fair, I just didn't want to type out Makachev. Yeah, no, sorry. I thought you were like, I thought you just shortened Judaism. But I do think that, I don't know MMA, so I'm sorry. I'm not really able to help with that. Do you think Karapika will die? Probably. Terrace Saradnik is overrated. He's not that strong right now. Oh yeah, no, it was just saying he's like a potential merchant. Tompa solos for real. It's it's Tonpa. Tonpa. It's not. We're not in Florida, bro. Who? Could Black Noir beat Rexy from Jurassic Park? Probably. Black Noir is like, it's pretty tough. All the members of the Seven are pretty tough. Hold up, chat. My cat is here. The Nen Needle supposedly only activates when Killua fights someone equal to or stronger than him. So how was Killua able to blitz Ramon after he used it? Does the needle actually not work that way? So I think now The needle also, because of the effects of the needle and because of Killua's general depression during that part of the series, his Nen was being affected because it is explained multiple times that Nen, your mentality has an effect on your Nen. So I just think Killua was nerfed, and the needle was like amplifying the nerf. So when he took it out, he was alleviated from those effects. How does get DBZ character speed manga only? The manga only makes it harder. I don't know. I haven't read the Dragon Ball manga in a long time. Would Yujiro have fun with Homelander, or is it Homie victim? Oh, or is Homie a victim? I think it's a good question. I might do a video on that. So I don't know. I need to do some research. Yeah, I need to do some research for that one. I am going to read Baki soon, or reread it. So that is something I do actually want to work on. Maybe around this time Season 5 comes out. How far? Oh, deleted. Honestly, I think it depends on if you think the earthquake feat is a legit feat of strength. That is a big factor. However, Homelander still scales pretty high. Monster Garo Super Mog Naruto Shippuden? No. No, he definitely gets clapped by the Six Paths characters. Who do you think has the most potential out of the Royal Guards? Poof. Low-key. His abilities are cracked. How far does Black Noir get in Baki? Again, I really don't know the Baki scaling like that. I need to reread it. Garo when he sees Kid Sasuke might be closer than Six Paths Sasuke versus Garo. Bro, Monster Garo is faster, and like large planet, you can one shot with certain hacks. But there are arguments. The Naruto top tiers are like solar system level, bro. Chill. They're eating everything Garo hits them with. Netero's Guanyin AP is underrated, is comparable to Merum's Tail Swipe. Maybe? Hard to say. We don't really know exactly. Tatsumaki versus All for One. Tatsumaki annihilates. Twiddles her finger and erases him from existence. Isn't that Boruto when it's solar system? No. End of Naruto, Shippuden characters are solar system level. Gon and Killua were treated as equals during the invasion. I don't remember Gon doing any more training prior. So that mean that Gon is a blitz tier above Killua pre-needle removal? I think it was more so just about Killua's Nen and his depression. Because it would just cause him to fluctuate. Garo versus Renji? I don't know. King Kai versus Minuto? I'm guessing you meant Minato. King Kai. He's like... He's stronger than Raditz, bruh. Right now, I'm working on a video for Season 3 about how strong half Monster Garo is. What is your Baki top 10? Because to me it's pretty clear at the moment, but you get a lot of people... I don't know. That's another thing I want to reread. That's a video I'm 100% going to do, top 10 in Baki. But that will require some research. Between Chrollo, Zeno, and Hisoka, who has the highest battle IQ? Probably Hisoka. Hisoka has the most consistent battle IQ feats. I fear One Punch Man's popularity right now with the way Season 3 is going. You are right to fear. I will be honest. Depending on how Season 3 is handled, how things are after and during Season 3, I will probably stop making One Punch Man videos for a while. Unless I really feel like it. Yeah, I know. Kaku's not all that crazy. I've always thought that, though. I've always thought Kaku's not all that. Red Garo after eating large... Whoa! Where are we getting large mountain level Garo? Where's this coming from? I don't know where this large mountain level Garo is coming from. Thank you, D-Cyber, for the 5. Treat yourself to something nice. I will. I will. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, D-Cyber. Just so you know, chat, we are about halfway to meeting our goal of $50 donos, and we'll drop a... The video tomorrow will be Saitama versus Aizen, BT dubs. So if we get $50 in donations, we'll drop Saitama versus Aizen tomorrow morning. Treat yourself to a McDonald's. Yo, I'm gonna eat up that Big Mac, bro. Don't even doubt it. Don't even doubt it. I'm gonna eat up that Big Mac. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Me and the lady are gonna go get some vanilla $1 ice cream cones from Mickey D's tonight. Adios, Kendra Udon. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, I'm excited. I hope Saitama Super Mogs, Aizen Stomps. Ooh, you'll just have to see. We get those donos, we'll drop it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning. Back hurts from all this carrying I'm doing. For real, guys. Why y'all letting D-Cybers trying to give y'all the Saitama versus Aizen video? No one here else is trying to get the Saitama versus Aizen video. Clearly, nobody wants to see Saitama versus Aizen. Or hey, look. Look, okay. Look. I'm going to ask y'all a question. For the next video. I'm gonna let y'all decide. You guys only decide if we meet the dono result. So I'm gonna make a poll right now. What's up, Strax? King Kong versus the Phantom Troop? If it's from the new movies, then King Kong for sure. Resurrection, what's your thoughts on JJK Modillo? You think it's peak? It's pretty good. It's pretty darn good, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, Raul, for the 2. Much appreciated, much appreciated. We're halfway there, chat. We are halfway there. $26? $26. And we got a video tomorrow. We got a video dropping tomorrow. How do you feel about Human Garo versus JJK? He probably clears everyone until like Gojo and Sukuna. What do you think of One Punch Man season 3 so far? I'm pretty pleased. I've only watched the first 2 episodes. I need to catch up, but I'm looking forward to the next episode. I hear it's gonna be peak. Do you prefer Naruto or Hunter x Hunter? I really like Naruto. I like Naruto a lot more than Hunter x Hunter. I've read Hunter x Hunter a lot more than Naruto, mainly because I scale it more. But I like Naruto way more than Hunter x Hunter, if I'm being honest. What's your favorite Naruto character? Obito. Obito. You're definitely one of the most optimistic for season 3. Okay, look. Let's just be real about season 3 for a minute. Season 3, thus far, and this mostly applies to season 2 as well. The big problem with season 2 was the art style and the sound effects. Thus far, season 3 is okay. It's not good. It's not great. It is okay. There's nothing about season 3 so far that is extremely offensive, aside from a few animation mistakes. But the problem is One Punch Man. It doesn't matter how good the animation is. It's never gonna live up to season 1. As long as JC Staff is doing One Punch Man, it is never ever gonna live up to season 1. You need Mappa. You need Mappa. You need Ufotable. You need Bones. You need a studio that can actually keep up with season 1. Otherwise, One Punch Man is always just going to be the anime that fell off. It is unfortunate, but that is the reality of the situation. Did you have a cold during your last video? No, but lately I've been recording multiple videos at the same time, so my throat might have just been sore. Heavy hitters of JJK versus the Phantom Troop? For sure the heavy hitters. I got the heavy hitters winning that. I might have a video kind of like that pretty soon. All Might versus Human Garo? All Might got that. All Might definitely got that. All Might is way too powerful. Thoughts on Dragon Ball's anti-feats? You'd have to be more specific. I don't think it needs to match it. It just needs to be comparable. So far, the animation isn't even a fourth of the quality of season 1. That's the thing. Is most anime. Look, I agree that One Punch Man deserves better. One Punch Man definitely deserves much better for its popularity, for its impact, all that. But most anime just don't get animation like that. Just look. You can look at Sakamoto Days as an example, or look at Dragon Ball Super at the beginning. Just, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but it needs that level of animation to be to get what it's rightfully owed. Do you watch Chris Fix? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I'm thinking I might start streaming whenever I'm working on scripts now. Maybe. What do you think would happen if Naruto was reborn back in time to just before episode 1? I don't know, bro. I don't know how people come up with stuff like that. I don't know how people come up with answers for that. It's basically a meme around Goku hitting his head on the fire hydrant. I don't know. That stuff's goofy. It's definitely an outlier if we're being real, but it is funny. Win or lose, Bleach fans gonna be mad, not gonna lie? Probably. Even, I made the Saitama versus Aizen video a while ago. I just hold on to videos so I don't ever run out of videos. So that way I can upload consistently. But Saitama versus Aizen, I made it a while ago and I already kind of am like a little dissatisfied with some of the stuff I said in there. So I would not be surprised if the Bleach fans were mad too. Bleach fans think they can... Oh. Bleach fans think they can mess with Goku or Saitama because they can be scaled to multiversal? Maybe. I have not played Nen Impact. Thoughts on Long's takes? I have not watched one of his videos in a long time. It's been a long time since I watched one of his videos, so I don't know. Cosmic Aura versus Adam? Who's Adam? I'm a Bleach fan, just happy to be getting content on it. I'm going to do some more Bleach content eventually. Eventually, I will do more Bleach content. You think the heavy hitters and Royal Guards are in the same tier in terms of power? Yeah. Yeah, they are. The heavy hitters are probably a wee bit stronger, but I think they're in the same ballpark. Other than Satori and Lilo, you know any other power scaler? Yeah, I know a lot of people. I know Goji. I know Ty Learned. I know Thunder God. I know Dark World. I know a lot of people. Bleach can be scaled to Universal. All of a sudden they compare it to Dragon Ball Bro. Goku's Universal back in 2013. I'm not going to spoil the video. Not gonna spoil the video. Where do you fall on the speed of sound to lightning speed in JJK? I think the top tiers are able to react to lightning. Yo, D Cyber back again with another 5. Thank you again, sir. We're only chat. Hear me out. Hear me out. We are only $21 away from the Saitama versus Aizen video. Y'all are letting D Cyber down. D Cyber is emptying his pockets for you guys. There's 21 of y'all in the stream right now. If all of y'all donated $1, we would get Saitama versus Aizen. Come on, chat. Come on. Just do it, chat. Bro, a lot of characters in multiverse audience of Bleach fans are heavily into it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Don't donate if y'all can't literally do it though. Don't donate if y'all can't. If y'all don't have if you don't have nothing to your name, but tell me 5 minutes before the stream dies just in case. Well, I'll give everyone a warning, but I don't D-Cyber, I don't want you lifting everyone up. A rising tide raises all boats. Have you ever met a female power scaler? Not in a long time. It's been a long time since I met a female power scaler. But I have met a few. What is your thoughts on Broken Ronin Garo versus JJK? Pretty much good. The only thing was I think he downplayed Garo's speed a little bit. But I'm guessing he doesn't buy into the light speed arguments. But other than that, pretty good. Is there a power scaler you don't like? I don't particularly dislike anyone. Oh, Big Fella's up here. Big Fella in here with the 5. Thank you, Big Fella. Have to dip into my son's college fund for this. It's going to be over for him and your fault, bro. Look, your boy is not going to college, bro. He's watching Professor Fiction every day. He is not going to college. I'm a professor. I'll give him a degree. I'll give him a degree if you want. D Cyber back with another 5. Had to dip into my vault of money for this. Oh my god, bro. Scrooge McDuck over here. Scrooge McDuck over here dipping into his money pool. This is crazy. Have you ever played any gacha games? Nah, not really my thing. Not really my style. I've been binge playing Halo a lot though lately. I've seen males that are into shipping, but I haven't seen any. Now, I don't know a female power scaling YouTuber, but I have met a few lady power scalers. By the way, thanks for the 5 again, D-Cyber. How much until the goal? We're $11 away. We're $11 away. Chat, don't make D-Cyber's kid Big Fella Inc. and D Cyber's kids not go to college. Why do people say Omni-Man can beat Saitama because of his speed, bro? I put Saitama. I don't know. I don't know where you getting quintillions of times the speed of light for Saitama. I don't know what fan comic you got that from, but I mean, All Might does probably a better speed than Saitama, maybe. I don't know where you getting quintillions of times, bro. I don't know where this come from. I never heard of this. Thoughts on r/power scaling? I don't know. They just kind of just post random questions. I don't think it's very fruitful or engaging. Like, who wins, this character from this series or this character from this series? Like, I don't know. I've never heard anybody say that Saitama is quintillions of times FTL. Saitama crossed space and time, but that wasn't about speed. That was an ability. And also traveling back in time would be fast. It would not just be quintillions. That's infinite speed at least. The Palace Invasion Squad versus Sukuna. Oh no, they're dying. They are getting incinerated. They stand no chance. Using technique to activate the time travel, but him crossing it, moving through time. No, it wasn't. He was standing still. No. Dang! D-Cyber in with the 10! D-Cyber in with the 10! Dang, thank you, D-Cyber. Guess we are almost there. Wonder if we will make it. Look, alright, I'm going to be live for a while longer. So we got $1, chat. $1. Help D-Cyber, chat. Please, help D-Cyber. We need $1 more for Saitama versus Aizen to go up tomorrow morning. No, he moved through it. He wasn't standing still. Also reached his hand out. Okay, but if he already activated the ability, it doesn't matter. He's already going back in time. Therefore, him moving would have no effect on it. That's like saying that Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has infinite speed for moving when time is stopped. Time is stopped for everyone but him. That's how his ability works. Damn, I am broke now. Guess I'm eating crayons to compensate. Don't worry, I'm gonna buy you a McChicken right now. I'm gonna send a McChicken over. Let's say he fully reliant, so he isn't reasonable. He wasn't affected by it. He could still move. Though it wasn't as fast, he would still have been slowed down. The time travel. No, there's no way to prove that, bruh. There is no way to prove that. Chat, remind me real quick, the latest episode of season 3 was episode 3, right? And episode 4 is coming out in a few days. If Meruem or any Nen user used Go, would they be able to see Secunda slashes? And if no, would they be able to do it with verse equalization? Yeah, they would need verse equalization to do it. Would you say it makes power scaling? What would you say makes power scaling so interesting to a lot of people? Just the very concept of it is like, hey, who would win if this character and this character fought? Like, that's it. That appeals to everyone, you know? Like, you ask your homie, hey, who wins, my dad with a shotgun or a grizzly bear? Like, it just breeds discussion. You get the same thing with, like, sports, too. Tachi versus Bakugo? I have no idea. Thoughts on that Stan Lee quote? It is true. The Stan Lee quote is technically true. It's just misinterpreted. Mizuki versus Super Fight Tournament. Thank you for the 2D Cyber. We did reach the goal, which means we are getting Saitama versus Aizen tomorrow. I hope you guys look forward to that. I'm going to have to start working on that, actually. Mizuki versus Super Fight Tournament. She would probably clear everything, but maybe Chose, Bakuzan, and Suiryu. Who do you think was more impressive, beginning of series Yuji or beginning of series Gon? For sure, beginning of series Yuji. Saitama versus the Invincible verse. Does he solo? Yeah, he does really badly. How long has the video been ready? A few weeks. I try to keep videos on deck so that I always have videos to upload. Even if it was a technique, you still need to be fast enough to use it. No, you don't. Could just be a hacks ability. Could just be a hacks ability. Be real, did you think we would not reach the goal? Kind of. I'm kind of sad now because now I have work to do, but I'm glad I made money. Did Lilo's video change your mind on Bisky? I haven't seen Lilo's video on Bisky. But, I doubt it. What do you think of Sottery scaling of Boros? I haven't seen his Boros video. I don't know how... I mean, I know he thinks Boros is strong, but I don't know exactly how strong he thinks Boros is. Say that he crossed time and space. He crossed time and space with an ability. You can move through time with an ability. I'll go back and read the Rover fight. Should be chapter 90. No, chapter 91. Oh, no, it's not. It's the one after that? Me, Lilos, and D-Cyber versus the Royal Guards and Meruem. Who's winning that? I mean, D-Cyber got the funds. Lilo's got the prep. He's got the prep knowledge on the verse. And then you're there giving moral support. But I don't know. I think y'all got that. He was able to leave the time dimension he was in? Yeah, because he just walked out. He never said it was physically. There's no way you can argue he did it with physical speed, dude. I hate to tell you. Damn, my question got ignored. Guess only money. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm working on a script right now. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Mizuki versus Asami. Mizuki. I think Mizuki got that. Mizuki's got more technically better feats. So. Who do you think the DC King and Beefcake are glazed so hard? Aura. They just have aura. They have like very obvious feats. Like power scaling is definitely like a niche thing. Most people still don't realize that. It is like it is more like niche, the way people think about it. I was trying to scale beginning series Gone, but it's pretty hard since there's no feats in early Hunter x Hunter. Where do you think he scales? Yeah, they're able to punch concrete. Gon is stronger than 5 grown men. Yeah. Escaping some temporal dimension is not a feat, bro. I can assure you it's not. There's no way you can prove it. Alright, chat. We need to find some calcs. We need to go nerd mode. We need to find some calcs on Rover's AP. Do you have any other examples in different series of characters being glazed by fans because of aura despite being weak? I think Nanami in JJK gets overrated a bit. He doesn't get like mega glazed, but I think he gets glazed a little too much because of vibes. I think, hold on, chat. Saitama versus Aizen actually wild. I'm trying to think of answers to that question. I guess an opposite example would be like Kaba from from Dragon Ball Super. People think he sucks because of vibes. All right, let's go to versus wiki chat. Does Goodwill Maki buff herself with CE? Nah, she doesn't. Well, she might have a little bit, I guess, but she can't see curses, so she can't. She's not able to use CE. Come on. Where's the rover feat? I know they've got a rover feat somewhere here on versus wiki. Overgrown rover. Moving through time with an ability is not a measurable speed, though. So, Raul, thank you for the 2. This is for the Zaza Fund. Thank you. This is going directly into the Zaza Fund. Thank you so much. Who would you call the strongest S-Class hero if you didn't know anything about the series, scaled purely off of vibes and character design? I would still assume... Okay, I would assume Tatsumaki. I think the fact that she's the only female on the S-Class and her design, I would get the feeling she's number 1. Yeah, the Zaza Fund. So that means beginning of series usually scales above Goodwill Maki due to Megami saying, probably, yeah. Chat, give me just 1 second. I'm gonna go check on my cat. I think my cat is getting up to some naughty behavior. I need to go check on it. Oh. Favorite power scaling slander meme? I love the thing about Megami dying to a grade 2 curse. I think that's the funniest thing ever. I'm gonna be real. All right, chat. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. Alright, chat. We back. We back, chat. Alright, let's see what I missed. Would you rather have Nen or Cursed Energy? For sure, Nen. Nen, you have way more potential. Cursed Energy depends on your own personal potential. So if you have Cursed Energy and you suck, then you just suck. You just suck for life. But Nen, you've got more room to grow. Tatsumaki versus Gojo. Tatsumaki. How's she doing? The kid was messing with the dog, so I need to go grab her. Do you prefer street tier fights or destructive cosmic level fights? For sure, street tier fights. Generally, I prefer fights where, yeah, I would say street tier fights generally are more interesting. I like characters where it's really easy to explain their strength level because they do something very blatant on screen. Like, do you know how annoying it is when someone like, this character vaporized a small piece of rock, but because they atomized it beyond molecular structures, it's actually large island level. Boring. Nah, like when characters just seem to like perfectly fit their tier, it's perfect. Here's a calc for Rower's Blast. Oh, that was... What do you mean by that? Okay, so, like, as an example, how strong is Genos at the beginning of the series? This guy blows away chunks of mountain. That feat is like large town level, give or take. That just feels right. But I think it's really lame when characters rely entirely on calculations. Entirely so, like where their feat doesn't even come close, like visually speaking, to what a calc might say. When I write my series Jujutsu Punch Slayer, I'm gonna... Oh, redacted. I wonder what you want to say. So, you aware of how strong Captain America is? Which version of Captain America? I'm actually working on a few Captain America related videos. Comics? Oh, no idea. Not my cup of tea. Not my style. How would Dragon Ball Super be affected if Murata started drawing for it? Oh, that's a coin flip, brother. That's a coin flip. You're either coming for mid or coming for peak. It's a complete coin flip. Murata needs someone else to write for him. He cannot write. I hate to say it. I don't think he can write. Do you have end of series Yuta in top 3? I am going to refrain from answering that because I am going to be doing a video on that. I'm going to be doing JJK top 10. So I can't just answer all the JJK questions for free. I'm sorry. Dracula was 1v2ing. That's so wild looking back. On God, the Zoldyck suck. When I write my series Jujutsu Punch Slayer, I'm going to make sure to give my characters extremely blatant feats. Good on you, sir. Good power portrayal is good writing. Are you removing Gojo and Sukuna from the list because we already know their top 2? Well, no, because you have to discuss who's number 1. So you do have to talk about Gojo and Sukuna. With this earthquake. Even if Saitama used what do you think about the Dragon Ball Outer Scale? Not good. Not good at all. Even if Saitama used hacks, he still escaped the 4th dimension? No, he didn't. That's not. You don't know that's the 4th dimension. Genos wouldn't know it's an ability. You can leap through time with an ability, bro. You don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. You do not know what you're saying. Join the Discord, bro. Join the Discord. I just don't. I don't see. I don't see where the argument really comes from. It's just I don't know. Like, I think the feats for Dragon Ball are pretty explicit, um, and most of the outer stuff just seems to be misinterpretations. Do you think calcs are inherently bad? Not at all. Is it mainly from the Otherworld stuff? It's just a misinterpretation. Okay, I wonder, is it ever stated how deep the Monster Association hideout is? I bet you it is somewhere. You personally have them at outer? That's certainly an interpretation. Um, are any of your older videos you disagree with now outdated? Oh, there's a ton. Uh, I'd have to I'd have to go back and like look at them exactly to decide, but a ton of my videos are super outdated. I wonder if it's confirmed anywhere that the Monster Association is how deep it is underground. Huh. It's not. Are you in a college dorm or your own house? I live in an apartment with my wife. Would you rather series stick to capping the power progression at country to continental since they can't commit to characters being higher than that at all or constantly? I don't really understand the question, Anime Master. I am sorry. If you could maybe rephrase it in a different way. What would your Hatsu be like if you had Nen? I don't know. That's so hard to think about because like, you know, nobody wants an ability for fighting in real life. It's pretty useless. Let's be real. Like, no one's gonna use Skill Hunter in real life. So, you know, you need to think of something that's relevant to your life. What's your Discord? It's in the description. You can check out my Discord in the description. You're getting blown away by Rover. Maybe I can share this with the chat. Let's see. I think I can stream my actual screen while I do this. Where do you scale Ichigo? Pff, I'm not spoiling that because that'll spoil Saitama versus Aizen, which is dropping tomorrow. Who do you think is stronger, Sasuke or DMS Kakashi? I don't know. Probably DMS Kakashi. Would you rather a series stick to capping power? Oh yeah, I would. I think that level of power is way more easily portrayable and interesting. So yeah, I would like that. All right, chat. Y'all can see my script now. This way, y'all aren't just in the dark of what I'm doing. I'll probably do this for another 20 more minutes and then I'll leave, unless anyone leaves some more donations, guys. But, yeah. Who do you think is stronger, Pink Monster Gaara or Boros? It could go could go either way. It's a good fight. Could go either way. Gaara wins for the most part, but if Boros uses the Collapsing Star Roaring Cannon, he probably takes it. Well, that's new. I've never heard of that. Boros slams Gaara before. I don't think he slams. Like, he can definitely win. How do you feel about using creation fees to scale AP? I personally don't think it makes sense due to, unless the series stated. It does depend. It depends on the character. But generally, I think it's okay. It just depends on the character. When it comes to inverse scaling, which is better? Narrative, statements, or feats? Um, feats. I mean, feats are ultimately the most important thing for scaling. Like, what does this character do? Do you plan on? Do you plan to watch peak anime like Sakamoto Days or Kagurabachi? I do need to read Kagurabachi. I am almost caught up with Sakamoto Days. I have just been skipping the last few chapters because it's kind of not that interesting to me. Um, but I'm mostly caught up on Sakamoto Days. I've been reading Sakamoto Days for a while. Do you think Naruto beats Ichigo? No. Let's look at it. Let's go back. Kagurabachi is peak. I do kind of want to get into it. It does seem like a cool show. What if one character is consistently portrayed and stated to be superior to another? Okay, so that you can't really power scale with just only feats. You know, what you're saying is kind of an example. It just depends. You'd need to give me some like kind of examples. But like if a character has a feat and then another character is said to be stronger than another character, that character, as long as there's no contradiction, it's fine. Speaking of Sakamoto Days, thoughts on Sakamoto versus the Seven? Pretty sure Sakamoto solos, but I might do a video on it. Like Mihawk and Zoro? Yeah, exactly. Like that's an example of characters piggybacking off each other, basically. My favorite character in JJK is Toto. Owie Toto. Just a moment ago, please. Is there anyone One Punch Man power scaling consensus you disagree with? I mean, a lot, I guess. I mean, generally, you know, like the typical, I think Bang beats Flashy Flash. I think that, like, certain Dragon level monsters are pretty weak. Have you ever heard of the making statement about the conditions to control people being in mistranslation? Oh, Makima. No, I haven't. I haven't really done too much to do with Chainsaw Man since I read part one. Part two wasn't really my thing, so I kinda stepped away. The Royal Guard, Nero and Jing versus Sukuna. Sukuna domain expansion, especially Sukuna's domain expansion, is too overpowered for Hunter x Hunter. It is too powerful. Who is better, adaptation Garo or Big Raga? Big Raga. Big Raga for sure. Muzan and the 12 Moons versus Atomic Samurai. Atomic Samurai would slash them all to pieces forever until the sun rises. Atomic Samurai is like faster than light breath. Come on. What is this about? We're just chilling, Cosmic Cookie, and I'm writing a script on how strong Garo is. Do you think Dragon Ball's cosmology will ever be as big as Marvel and DC? Maybe one day. If the games are canon, then yeah. How's it going, Cosmic Cookie? Do you agree with Soul JJK scaling? No. No, I don't. Paying money to my gotcha addiction? Nah. Paying money to make Prof work more? Heck yeah. Hey, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. Look, I'm getting off in 10 minutes, but I stay as long as the money's here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'll stream as long as the money's coming in. Do you listen to music when you're usually writing a script, or is it always this quiet for you? Well, since I'm streaming, yeah, no music right now. I normally watch other videos, or yeah, I listen to music. Do you think Bakugo is top 3 in My Hero? I never finished My Hero Academia. Do you think the See-Through World and Self-State are exclusively different ability or interconnected? I think they're different, because I don't think, what's his name? Kokushibo doesn't have the Self-Estate, does he? Neither does Gyome. When the argument would be self-estate is achieved through see-through world, but you don't have to necessarily use it if it's useless. Yeah, I think you can use the see-through world without having the selfless state, but I think you need the see-through world to access the selfless state. It's like how all rectangles, no, all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. You know. So the fact he still has. I've never heard Goku beat Saitama into 2023. Yeah, a lot of people still think it. Any other hobbies other than power scaling? Once my wife gets off work, we're gonna go to the gym together. I have a tennis court in my yard. I like to do that. I play a lot of Halo. I do write in general a lot. I do a lot of writing. I love to write. I was originally going to film school, but now I'm pursuing a different career. Do you think Finks, Bono, and Nobunaga could beat base Zazan individually? Oh yeah, yeah, 100%. What muscles you working out today? I'll probably do chest. It's been a while since I've done chest. All right, chat. We're gonna call it in 5 minutes, unless anyone drops a dono. We're gonna call it in a few minutes. I'll probably finish this script, and I'm gonna try to record it tomorrow so I can get this out quickly. Do you think Kurapika is stronger than... I think he's stronger than Chrollo. I'm not sure if he's stronger than Hisoka. For Special Fiction, Monster Garo versus Tatsumaki, Monster Garo obliterates her. I'm gonna try to finish this paragraph and then we're gonna call it, chat. Almost off work and the stream is still going, I see. Yeah, well, we're about to call it once I'm done with this paragraph. Prof, what's your favorite manga to power scale? I want to say One Punch Man. There's just not that many topics. I would say probably Hunter x Hunter or... lately, I'm going to be real. Lately, it's been The Boys. Lately, The Boys has been a lot of fun. Was your wife usually fine with you streaming a long time? Yeah. She doesn't really care. Especially when I get donos. Homelander versus Sneg, who wins? Sneg might be slapping him up. I mean, Sneg didn't get one shot by Suiryu, so... W stream, bro. Thank you, sir. Not like me, you, Lilos, D-Cyber, Cosmic Cookie are all jumping Sukuna and winning. I mean, look, I mean, we all know Simple Domain. We all just gotta bust down Simple Domain and we're good. Do your dog and cat get along? Yeah, they chill. They're chilling. Where do you stand on Muzan versus Sukuna? Probably Sukuna. Anyways, your content is really good. You deserve more funds for what you do. Thank you. Much appreciated. I'm going to try to do more streams. I'm going to try to be doing some more streams. While bathing in these. Yo, nobody knows this, but back in the day, I scaled this Garo to like top tier levels. Do you have debate streams like Lilo's? I could definitely do that. I could definitely do that. Any non-power scaling YouTubers you watch? Jay Schlatt. Jay Schlatt and anything to do with Halo. Anything to do with Halo. Where do you physically scale the Garo that beats Darkshine in terms of AP and speed? FTL and like island level, maybe large island level, maybe like low end country level, but I don't know. It's a good question. Not gonna lie, I think who wins is a better way to scale than what level he is, but that might just be me. That is true. 100% true. What are you eating? Some mashed potatoes. All right, chat. We're going to call it a day now. I appreciate everyone tuning in. I'm going to get the Aizen versus Saitama video ready to go up tomorrow morning. If anyone has some last minute questions, now's the time. 3 regular civilians from One Punch Man versus a bear. Bear got that. Bear's cooking. Thank you for tuning in, Strax. All right. Adios, everybody. Have a good one.